of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. First down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Now let's go. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do
they? In motion, Hill. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third down, Bridgewater. And Jeffrey's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. No, check. Patriot.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The connection made. It's Graham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Bridgewater now on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the wideout in motion. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. In motion is the tight end Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that, Barney. Barney, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He makes Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. Whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play fake, Bridgewater. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now with Pumphrey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bridgewater on 1st down. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Let's go. Forward, forward. Tiger, Tiger. Set, 2, 10.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Teddy Bridgewater, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Mahomes to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Defense showing blitz. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
First and goal here from the 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. Shifts by him. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. No gain on the play there. Second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. Run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Bridgewater to throw it. Forced out to his left. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether...
And look at this, another fake. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 42. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Blue landed! Over!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, The only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to that.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Wide Eddie. Wide Eddie. Tiger. Tiger. Force. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Leopard. Detroit.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Going up top. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion, Hill. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Bridgewater now on second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. Room here to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there off the option. 41 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now with they'll give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And that one's not coming back for Santos. It's no good, wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
1st down, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Anderson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And
room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain is 7 and a get. And to give this time to the tailback. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They go play action here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 55 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, the forecast